Yo, was really good. University of Miami Hurricane football. Cause your boy Alonzo 1219 AK Dog back in the building. So I turn the spotlight on because it's not bright enough right here. So there we go. A little bit brighter. A little bit brighter. Get some of this stuff out the way. Back it up a little bit. Get my music going a little bit. Get in the groove a little bit. Got my thirsty going on tonight. Representing the U family 1219. And guess what? I'm still on that high from earlier today. Still on that high from earlier today. Still on my high from earlier today. So I got something for you, man. Got something for you. Proud Papa. Spring Valley. 3 claps. Bap, bap, bap. Huh. Spring Valley High School. State champions. ROTC. My daughter is a state champion. I've never been a state champion. But she's a state champion. So now I'm a state champion. I'm thinking about switching hats. Hold on, let me go switch hats. Feels a little bit better than what I had on right now. Oh man, it's been an amazing day. Got a $5 donation from my boy Mike Dudley. What's going on, Mark? What's good with you, bro? $10 donation from Brian Jones. What up? Who's gonna be at the reunion? Brian asking who gonna be at the reunion. And Brian, I'm asking you, are you gonna be at the reunion? I'm gonna be at the reunion. You gonna be at the reunion? I haven't had too many reunion donations yet, so I don't know who all. Like I said, it's not donation. I haven't had any too many reunion deposits yet. Why I call them donations. So when you send your deposit, let me know. $10 donation from Opalaka 74. Congratulations, old boy. That 2020 quarterback, fire, boy. Oh, hope we keep him. I don't think Manny plan on going with nobody that he ain't going to keep. This one is it's for me, but it's for the kids, man. You had to be there to understand what I'm saying, man. It was an amazing day. It was a long day. 16-1 this season in drill meets. 16-1. 16-1 in drill meets this year. That's amazing. And I'm gonna start their YouTube channel because like I said, they don't get funding from the United States government. They cut their funding. Our illustrious president cut their funding, so we got to make it happen for them again next year. Got to win state again next year. So I'm not understanding what you're saying, Ms. Wilcox. He said, why I'm late. $5 donation from Brandon G. Why do you last? What? Why do you? I don't know how to read that one. MCD Sports, what's going on, Brian? What's going on, brother? You backing off of your prediction and having Miami win the Coastal. I don't know why you was thinking Miami wasn't going to win the Coastal. I'm not understanding Why you think we weren't going to win the Coastal? If we can win the Coastal with a coach as sorry as Mark Richt, we definitely can win the Coastal with a coach as great as Manny Diaz. So I never understood your prediction on us not winning the Coastal, but hey, that's on that was on you. Opalaka 24, make sure you bring those rings. Make sure I'm still waiting for them. I'm still waiting on them, man. And I'm gonna bring another one with me. I'm gonna bring a Spring Valley. I'm gonna bring a Spring Valley State Championship ROTC ring with me as well. I'm proud of that one. I'm fucking proud of that one, man. Believe me, MCD. One person is not gonna make or break Miami when it comes to any player. One person is not gonna make or break Miami winning the Coastal. We are way more talented than anybody in the Coastal. What broke Miami was coaching. That's what killed Miami. It had nothing to do with players. It had everything to do with leadership. I saw that today. Believe me, I saw that today. I think my daughters I think Spring Valley won 6 tournaments last year. This year they won 16. Leadership, man, and growth and development is a big part of winning. Leadership, growth, and development is a big part of leading. You understand what I'm saying? And we have a leader, we have a developer, we have a coach. We have leaders and developers and coaches on the offensive staff. We have leaders of men on the offensive staff. So I have the utmost confidence and the utmost respect in the offensive staff to the sky's the limit this year. I'm not looking towards next year. I'm looking at this year. And I feel that the sky is the limit. I feel like we can make the playoffs. I really do. I feel like we go 12-0, anything can happen. Yeah, and this is the reason why I decided to block a few guys like George and I forgot the other guy, is because I don't even want that negative energy anymore. I don't want the negative energy anymore, man. This is a Canes channel. This is a Miami Hurricanes channel. And if you can come over here and be respectful like Mark does and like most other fans do, then we can have you. But the disrespect I won't tolerate, and I'm not even gonna entertain it anymore. You know, I can't. I'm not. I'll just block you and keep the real people who want to discuss football over here. I've learned a lot in these past 5 years doing this, and it's fun when you make it fun. Anybody that been to Miami, you know what this is. You know where I get this cup from. Jaron Williams, let me see. Jaron Williams off-season watch his Instagram training. I don't have to watch his Instagram training. I see how he's playing now. He's playing very well right now. I'm watching right now training. He's playing very well right now. The phone lines will be open tonight. They're not open right now, but they will be open. I'm gonna read some chats first. Zoe, what you think about Jaron Williams 15? I think Jaron Williams is balling. I think he's playing very well right now. From all the film I've seen on him, I think he's come a long way from last year. I believe the coaching staff have brought those guys a long way. So I like what I'm seeing from Jaron. Another $10 donation from Opalaka 74. The rings I'm sending you, stunt with them. I know you will, LOL. Here's a bonus. 10 for your baby. Thank you. And I'm going to make sure she gets that 10 without the 30% takeout. So I won't give her 7. I'll give her 10. And the Patreon is on as well. So if you want to donate to Patreon, you can donate to Patreon. I think Darth Vader already put it in the chat. And hopefully for real, hopefully I'll have this this thing situated to where I can have my streamer and everything going across the screen, so I can get that done, man. You know. He reshaped it to round. Did he reshape it to round? I don't know how he reshaped it. I haven't. You the only one that's telling me that. Now, Darth Vader worked hard on getting his Patreon account set up, and I think there are tiers to it. I haven't even went and really looked at it as much, but we've already had 2 donors that set up for the how much they'll donate a month through Patreon. You can back off your donations anytime you feel as if you can't afford it or you just don't want to do it anymore. It's nothing that's that you have to do for any certain amount of time. But it's just something that we're trying to do to where we can give the best content and make sure you guys, you know what I'm saying, get the best interviews, the best of everything. I'm not going to say anything right now, but I got some pretty big news coming pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So believe me when I tell you, things are going to get real crazy around here soon. And I'm gonna I'm gonna see if he's available real quick. Like, I'm gonna see if he's available because I haven't talked to him. At least I haven't talked to him on online in a while. So I'm gonna see. I want to call him and see what he thinks about what's going on at the University of Miami, as if he's available right now. And then if I can get him on once we do this. 786 in the chat said, Canes fan, what up? 786 was at a track meet today. He stay in. Eugene in the chat, count me in. And I know Gene and his wife will be there. I know he'll be there.
Your call has been forwarded.
So he's not available right now. So the phone. Mark Dudley has become a legend donor. Thank you so much. Mark is already a legend donor. So Mark is a legend donor from way back. So Mark is a legend donor. OG Club is a legend donor. But thank you for making it 100% official, Mark. I appreciate you, my brother. Much love, man. The phone lines are the phone lines aren't open. Big bro, I'm live right now, so just letting you know before I give you this heads up. I wanted to get your thoughts before I even put your name out there. Is yay or nay? All you gotta do is say yay or nay if you want to talk live right now.
Okay, I'm kind of out and about. I mean, yeah, but what is it about?
It's just about what you. This is my brother. It's my big brother, Charles Farms, 2-time national champion at University of Miami. I think it was 89 and 91. Defensive back legend from University of Miami. just on what your thoughts on just basically the whole atmosphere that you see that you see going on that Coach Manny Diaz has have brought to Miami in the short time he's been there.
I mean, I believe it's very positive. I believe it's moving Miami back to what it used to be. I mean, people, I know ex-Hurricanes, we're happy. I mean, it brings that fire back to the team and everything. And you got young men that'll come in, and Manny has that fire he'll put at them and bring back that whole winning attitude. So, I mean, we're looking at it in a very positive way.
And believe me, and I'm going to be the first one to tell you guys that, just being honest with you, he didn't feel the same passion about Rick. I'm telling you, Charles might not admit it online, but he didn't feel the same passion about Rick as he feels about Manny. And I've talked with him offline, and he's basically he's on board with it all the way, and it's hard to convince Charles to be on board with something because he's a two-time national champion. He earned 2 rings as a defensive back at the University of Miami starting. So when you do that, you have certain expectations, and it's hard to get someone like Charles to buy in when we've had so many lame duck coaches since he's left. So that's big. That's big news. Okay.
Go ahead.
Now you go ahead, Charles. You go ahead, Charles. I want to hear what you got to say.
I mean, it's always about having the right attitude. I mean, ever since Manny's been there with the whole defense, and then you have a turnover chain and everything like that. I mean, that helps spark, I don't know, the young men to go out there and give it all you got. All it takes is attitude and effort. I mean, attitude plus effort equals performance. And the defense has been performing. You know, unfortunately, they've been put in different situations when the offense put them in bad situations. But as long as the guys going out there and had that spark about them, I mean, it's going to definitely help the whole program. I mean, back in the day when we came in, and we was just, you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry, and it's an attitude about it. It's a no-lose attitude. Losing is not an option, period. You don't even think about that. You go into it to where, I mean, basically you take over games. I mean, you got to have confidence. I mean, and I think in some situations, if the players aren't totally confident, they're going into it, and they're not sure, I mean, the performance will show it. I mean, I think Manny, he's coming in. I mean, the kids are happy. I believe that. I mean, Manny is a great coach. He's a great coach for this organization, and just moving forward. I mean, because it's time for us to move forward.
And I totally agree with you on that. I'm going to answer a donor's question right now. He asked me about a young man that I blocked from the chat. Mark asked me, Zoe, would it be bad to say that George adds an interesting dynamic to the show? I'm not going to say he didn't add an interesting dynamic. I'm going to say it got to the point where it got redundant and it was total disrespectful to a certain extent. And as a grown man, I'm only going to take so much. And I gave George more leeway than I gave anybody. But when it comes to the point where you start saying F you and this and that and this and that, nah, there's nothing interesting about that. And what you won't say to my face, don't say behind the keyboard. So, and I could not have him continue to bring and I'm pretty sure Charles can attest to this. Sometimes you have to move away from even family members. Sometimes you have to move away from certain people in order to grow. I was not gonna grow keeping George in the chat, you know. So no, he added an interesting dynamic for a while, but then it got redundant and it started to get disrespectful, and I started to get off my game. So it was time to let him go. That's the best way I can handle that. That's the best way I can answer that to you. When you have you're a mentor. When you're a mentor, Charles. What do you feel about people that if they bring negative energy to you, you have to cut them loose, or do you keep them around?
I mean, it can only pull you down. In a sense, you can see it. It could be, in a sense, it's like being in quicksand. Eventually, they can pull you down. And I believe in being around positive energy. That helps bring your positive energy or makes you stronger. If you got negative energy, negative things can be around you. That brings negative. You know, so I mean, you have to kind of go on your separate way. If you got something already planned and this in a brighter light, I mean, you can't have them around that could possibly pull you down.
I know it's been times when I've been down the dumps, and I don't know if Charles know it, and we might not talk for months, and he'll call me because if I'm feeling bad, it's like he called me, he knows something wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep positive people around you, and that's what I don't want that negative energy bleeding into the season. We want nothing but you're gonna have some haters and stuff like that. But I don't want the negative energy bleeding into the season, especially with so much positive going on down the Coral Gables right now. Like 786 Canes just said, man, it's just Coral Gables is just so positive. Damn, I miss them days. But Manny is bringing it back, and that's big coming from 786 Canes. One more donation from Mark again. Mark donates about $1,000 a week to the channel. The way you handle Gator fans is how I handle OSU fans. Get a lot of flack on YouTube, LOL. That's the nature of college ball. Yeah, but sometimes you have to cut them loose. You just have to cut them loose sometimes, because it hurts the channel. And to be honest with you, I got people depending on me to put out good product. And I got people like Charles who backs me 100, and he's a big Charles Farms is a big name, and to have a man like that pushes me. I can't let people like him down. I can't let 786 down. I can't let Darth Vader down. I can't let Miss K down. You know, I can't let Brandon down. I can't let you down, Mark. So in order for me to grow, I got to get away from negativity and talk about Canes football. How do you feel about? I don't know if you know much about Blake Baker, but he seems to be a very energetic defensive coach. Have you watched anything on him yet, or have you studied anything on him yet, Charles?
I mean, I know a little bit about him. I think it's going to be positive. I mean, the thing about it is, you have a defensive coach, but you know, Manny is by nature a defensive coach. A lot of people didn't know that about Jimmy.
Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy was a defensive coach. I mean, we had our defensive coordinator, but Jimmy was involved with the defense also. I mean, on the slide, he was still involved in it. So, and I know Manny, by him being a defensive coach, he's not going to pick nobody that's not positive and they can't get the job done. So,
I got a $5 donation from Brandon G. Charles. He wants me to ask you, did you play with his uncle Tiger? He was a linebacker. Was it Bernard Clark? He said, yeah, he played with him. I guess he know the name.
Yeah, I nicknamed Ernie and Bert. But no, I know Tiger.
Quick story. Give us a quick story. Give us a quick story.
Go ahead.
Give us a quick story about Tiger, about Bernard.
I mean, it was back in the day. We were a brotherhood, and no matter what we would do during the week, we took care of each other. We watched out for each other. So we know somebody was trying to go in the wrong way, we were gonna make sure to get them back with a group as a team. Tiger, he played football. I mean, sideline to sideline, he played. I mean, you can go back and anybody want to research, you can look at the championship game with Oklahoma. I mean, Bernard was substituting for George Meyer, but he had so many different tackles in that game. It was amazing. So he helped win that national championship. And then when we came back and played Notre Dame in the 88, the game in the Orange Bowl when we beat them. I mean, Tiger had an interception almost for a touchdown. He had so many different tackles. Tiger's he's a football coach now. He knows the game, and he's a great person. He's a really good guy. He's a character, you know, as far as being funny, but he's very serious, but he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And just like I just got a message from Carlos Welter, the Iceman. And, I mean, the way we were, he was talking to one of our teammates just a couple of days ago, and he said, like, man, Charles, we were talking about you, and we were talking about each other, and it was just like, 30 years ago. We could see each other. It's like we're still in the same, hitting on the same cylinders. It's just like we just saw each other last week, and that's how close we were. And Bernard is a great guy. Great guy. I'm blessed to have him as a brother and a phenomenal football player and a good person, period.
And if y'all notice, I always call Charles my big brother because Charles will let me have it if I'm wrong. He don't care. And I won't argue back with him. I'll sit there and take it because I know where he's coming from. You have to have people like that. And Mark, I'm gonna comment on this one and I'm gonna leave it alone. I fear no man but God. George can't. Only man on this earth that can hurt me is God. Only man on this earth that can bring me down, that can bring me down without me allowing them to is God. George can't hurt me. George can't bring me down. I don't care what channel he goes to. I don't care who he's talking to about me. I fear no. When I tell you this, I fear no man but God. You understand what I'm saying to you? So if George goes somewhere, a Hurricane fan that knows football respects me, might not like me, but respects me. So he could never hurt me from a Hurricane fan, especially with him being a Gator fan. I don't have that. I don't even have to worry about that. Now, if he was a Hurricane fan that people respected, like Cam Underwood or somebody like that, then I might be a little worried. He's not Cam Underwood. He's George from St. Paul, Minnesota, or some shit like that. That's a Gator fan. So I have no fear of that at all. Zero. If somebody could bring me down, it would be Charles. Serious, 786. So I'm for real. George can't hurt me. George can't hurt this channel, not even a little bit. He hurt it while he was here. That's what he did.
It was great. You ended up, pushing them on. You want only positive things, coming your way. And it's great what you're doing. And really not being afraid to speak your mind and say what it needs to be as far as getting Miami Hurricane football back to the level it should be at.
I've always said, Charles, and you didn't do a lot of talking. You were like a silent assassin. You were kind of like Brian Dawkins. Brian Dawkins would hit you and knock you out and then say something. He really didn't do a lot of talking. So you and Brian Dawkins come from that same mold that I don't have to talk. You know who I am. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that watching you as a kid when you were winning championships. I was more like a Jerome Brown. I talk. I'm gonna let you know exactly how I feel and suffer the consequences behind it. And right or wrong sometimes. A lot of times wrong, but that's who I am. But I can't allow negative energy to continue to make me do that, go different places when I'm supposed to be talking about you guys, when I'm supposed to be talking about the legends, when I'm supposed to be talking about the University of Miami football, not arguing about stupid shit. And if you guys don't know, Charles has he has a foundation that we're gonna really try to start pushing. And we're gonna do a legend show. We trying to get together and do a show that's Charles' show where he talks about the beginning of the U. And who knows more about that than him? You might find people that know as much about that as him. You're not gonna find too many people who knows more about that than him. So I asked him to come on. I asked him, and he said, "Say no more." So we're trying to figure out when we can do this. So we're gonna do some uploads and some live chats as well. And he's gonna be, not me. And these are for questions for like what Brandon just asked, and you guys will be able to talk with him about about the legends. It's gonna be endless because, bro, how do you end 5 national championships and all the greatness that came from those championships, and in between the championships, I don't think he's gonna run out of material. It's gonna be hard anyway, Charles.
So many stories to tell. I think Manny also is the work ethic that he put within the program. I've gone out to practice And on the defensive side, it's hustle, hustle, hustle. Let's go after it. And you have to go after it to the ultimate in order to win. I mean, we didn't think about losing. It was all about winning. I mean, we should say by game time, I mean, that's like payday. I mean, you put in on hard work for practices. We used to go each other hard every day. I mean, offensive defense, now we may go and hang out or whatever, but we all took care of each other on and off the field. And that's how it should be. I mean, now, you have different phones and different media outlets, and some people get caught up in that as far as players, but it's all about team. There's no I or my in team. It's about team, period. And you have to stay together strong as a team in order to be successful. I think Manny will help implement that within the young man. As far as their attitude, as far as them going out to practice, as far as them being dedicated to winning.
We have another member to the Patreon. Brian Jones is a pro member to the Patreon account now. So I appreciate you, Brian Jones. He's elite pro cane. So thank you so much, Brian Jones. I appreciate that. Everybody that joined the Patreon account, appreciate you so much. One more question for you. I'm kind of put you on the spot. You know what our schedule looks like, and you've been down to Coral Gables. I don't think you've been down there this year, but you know the talent that we have. I predicted us 12-0. I'm just being honest with you, and that's not me being biased. That's me believing that we're better than Florida and we're better than Florida State, and those are the only two teams on our schedule that I think have the talent to match up with us. But what if just going off of what you know right now, not spring ball just starting, but just going off what you know right now, what would you think our schedule? What do you think we could land at record wise?
We can land 12-0. The first game is the most important game, so then you have that confidence. You go up to Florida, and a lot of those kids don't know about the old rivalry about Florida and whatnot. We always knew we owned the state of Florida, period. We own the state of Florida. I mean, Florida at that time, by the time I got there, they took Miami off the schedule for some reason, maybe because they got blowed out and they felt a little bit embarrassed. But as long as those kids get the right attitude and they go out there and they practice hard and they play hard, I mean, there's no limit. There is no limit. And they can't get in their mind there's a limit. So, yeah, they can go 12-0. I can predict that. They just have to go in there with confidence.
And when people like
the offense get themselves together and start moving the ball and scoring points, I mean, maybe they have to go back and look at some of those highlights. I mean, and that's exciting. I mean, and just go out there and go get it.
And I'm sitting here looking at MSD. I disagree with you. I mean, you have the right to, but there's no way you can say that we can't, because Florida won 4 games the year before. I mean, 4 games 2 years ago. We had won 10 games, and we won them by a lot of fluke. Like Florida won. Florida should have lost to South Carolina. There are about 3 or 4 games on that schedule that Florida should have lost that they won. So it's not like they beat people down. You understand what I'm saying? Like when we went 10-2, Florida's not that more talented than us. Florida State's not more talented than us. We're basically even on the talent level. And I'm not concerned about anyone at all. I'm not concerned about anyone at all in the Coastal. Let me read these few. There's a few more members that came into the Patreon. I know Brian Jones. I've already read Brian Jones. Welcome to the Pro Cane account, Eugene Hart. I knew he was coming. That wasn't even a Eugene Hart Sr. He said he was coming. I'm not even. Thank you so much, my brother. I appreciate it. So those and that was the one I missed was Eugene. I'm listening to Charles. I can get lost listening to Charles, man. But yeah, I just feel that way, Charles, because there's nobody. First off, there's nobody in the Coastal nowhere near as talented as us, and I don't believe that Manny's gonna allow us to trip up to a team that's less talented than us. I believe he has that type of mentality that he's not going to allow you. There are other Nick Sabans out here. And like I said, I feel like man is cut from the cloth of Jimmy and Nick and Bill. I feel like I just feel that way. I could be wrong, but that's just how I feel. Am I wrong for feeling that way, Charles?
Where is Manny from? Originally.
He's from Miami.
Yes, exactly. So he knows. I imagine Manny back in the day, he went to some of those games. So he knows how the whole Miami Hurricane program, the whole attitude and everything, the city of Miami and Miami Hurricane fans, a true fan. And I know he will implement that and bring that back to the program. I mean, city of Miami has been wanting another national championship. The fans, they want to come back to that dominance. Even a lot of announcers want to see that Hurricane.
ESPN wants us back. People think ESPN hates us.
Back.
They want us back. That's why anytime Miami start sniffing at being back, they pull us all the way up in the rankings because they need Miami. And for people who doubt what Manny can bring, just look at what he did with a defense. He took a defense that was ranked in the bottom half and in the bottom of the NCAA to the top of the NCAA within a year. He personifies what Miami is. He's not trying to be a preacher. He's not trying to be nice for the cameras. That's not what he's doing. If you watch their first day when he came in and he put the dummies up, I forgot what he said. Maybe Darth Vader can put in the chat what he said, but I know he said this: you can either come to Miami and win with us, or go somewhere and we whoop your ass. Basically, something like that. That's what he told those kids that was in that bubble. I'm not worrying about anybody beating us before Manny. I don't care about none of that. I'm not worrying about who beat us before Manny. I'm serious. I don't care about that. I don't care.
That's the past. We're talking about a new presence. And it's about Miami getting back to Miami football. I mean, we used to go at each other even before we come out of the locker room and tell each other, if you're not ready, don't even come out of the locker room. Stay in there. Make sure the orange and the Gatorade ready for halftime. If you're not ready to go out here and win and play to win, stay in the locker room.
This is what he said. He said, I will go to Miami and not get my ass kicked by something like that. He said, go my something like that. But I kind of said the way he said it. Hey, Beast Mode, to me, it just sounds like you a hater. That's what it just sounds like to me, that you're a hater, Beast Mode. That's what it sounds like to me. And you can hate. I don't care. I guess we got another George in the chat with Beast Mode. A $50 donation from Leon. Go Canes. Thank you so much, Leon. I really appreciate that, my brother. Thank you so much. Like I said, we're gonna get this. I don't know exactly when we're gonna get it started, but I'm hoping within the next few weeks we'll have the chat set up to where Charles can come on and we do this show with the legend Charles Farms. Because I'm telling you guys, if you guys really want to just sit back and put your earphones in and listen to some stories, Charles has told me some stories, and I'm just like, you be amazed, and they're all respectable, and it's nothing. The thing
about it is, back in the day, everybody looked at Miami because we talk trash, but we talk trash. We did whatever we wanted. We did. That was on the football field. We were all respectable. A lot of people, they always wanted to put in some of the bad stuff that they thought they knew about Miami. There's so many different things that we did off the football field that were so positive. I mean, I've gone and volunteered at Special Olympics and different things and helping kids within the community. There'll be some kids that have been runaway kids that we'd be like, man, you can come to our room and sit here. We're going to make sure you're all right. You're not going to be out in the streets, all night. So it's about giving back to the community. And also it's about just making sure we come in a positive way. Everybody didn't see that because they saw us on the football field talking trash, and we didn't care about names on that football field because it's all about winning. But there's a lot of different things that we did that's positive. And I believe Manny will bring that back also. I mean, so I'm happy. about the program and getting back to the whole Hurricane ways towards winning.
No disrespect to anybody. I'm not promoting anybody's channel on my channel. So do me a favor. I don't do that. That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. So just do me a favor. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because all of a sudden today that's starting to happen. All of a sudden right now today that's starting to happen. That didn't happen when I did a show the other day or the other day before that. So don't do that today. Because I'm already feeling some type of way. Just being honest with you. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. If you want to do that, then do what you go somewhere else and do that. OG Club Kane's in the building. OG, my dude, man. Always. You just got off trying to get back right, fam. Come on over, man. Tron Blue, with another $5 donation. He says, Charles, who's better out of high school, Richards or Andre Johnson? They're going off on me because I made a comment about Amon Richards. So who y'all think he gonna go with? Y'all know he gonna go with Andre. Come on, y'all know that's his little brother.
I mean, it's like this. Once you come, I mean, I could have gone to a lot of different schools, coming out of, high school. When I came out of high school, I visited UCLA, Michigan, Nebraska, Oklahoma, and Miami. Turned Notre Dame down. Didn't even want to take a visit. And going down to Miami, I knew I had to bring it. Period. It was gonna make me a better player, by going down there. And just having confidence, knowing that putting in the hard work, it was gonna pay off in the long run. And I mean, as a team, like I said, we played very well. A lot of us practicing hard against each other made us better. I mean, Andre Johnson is a great man, outstanding football player. So I just look for the young man to come out and do what he needs to do to be successful.
Let me see. Charles would be great at Michigan. Charles, I guess you're talking about him coaching at Michigan right now because he's great now. But I'm pretty sure if Michigan threw the bag at Charles right now, Charles ahead of Michigan. Because if he didn't, I'd go there and drive him to Michigan myself. They threw the bag at him to be the defensive backs coach. I'm pretty sure. I told Charles the other day, we was on the phone. I told Charles the other day, if the University of Miami offered me a job to pay me $100,000 a year, and Florida State offered me a job paying $1 million a year, well, I told you I'm going at y'all.
You're going to Florida State. I mean, you're gonna have Miami in your heart, but I mean,
I gotta have that money in my account. I got to have a bag in my account. Tron, you will go to. You boo all you want to. You can boo all you want to. You'll be your black ass right at Florida State. For $1 million a year versus $100,000 a year. And if you didn't, you would be a dummy. And you would be a damn dummy if you didn't. Shit. It's about that bag. That's why you see coaches. How many coaches you actually see coaching at the alumni?
I mean,
or former players.
They know the history of players and where they played at, and they want that pride coming in. They know what those men have within themselves as far as winning, as far as working hard. So, I mean, they want to come in and try to increase their program as much as possible. So people, they can say about the old Miami Hurricanes, they can say about the Miami Hurricane program, but they wanted those players that would come out and give their all as far as winning.
Exactly.
And playing totally as a team to win. It's not only just one person on the field, it's a whole team effort in order to win. And everybody has to come together to win.
Exactly. And Mark, you said Harbaugh's at his alumni, but Harbaugh's getting that bag too. I bet you right now, if Nick Saban was retired and Alabama offered Harbaugh $10 million a year, and Michigan paid him $5 million a year, I could guarantee you that Harbaugh will go to Alabama. It's about that bag. It's about that bag, man. Am I coming to any? You coming to any number of Miami games? We got 5 straight home games, bro. So I can almost guarantee you this here. I won't be at 5 straight home games. I can guarantee you that. I won't drive them. I will not drive to Miami 7 out of 10 weeks in a row now. So I may make a couple of games, but now I'm gonna give away more tickets. Actually, the tickets will be given away to those guys in that Patreon account who are what kind of members? How do we legend members? Those would be the guys who get the first like donations when it comes. I mean, first thing when it comes to the chains and stuff like that, tickets and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, if I give it to them and they can't make a game, if they want to sell it, it's on them. It's on them. That's exactly what I'll be doing, because they helping me out so much to get this channel growing. Charles, man, I appreciate you. I know I caught you off of I just called you. I didn't pre-warn you on this, man, but I appreciate you, man. I just want the fans to know that you'll be coming in pretty soon as a doing your thing with the talking about the legends of the game. And I know you're doing your podcast about mentoring. And if you want to give us a little bit of that real quick, like, please do, so they can know what you're trying to do with the kids in Texas and the kids all across the country.
I mean, it's just basically about mentoring and helping kids get on a positive note. I mean, like I said, there's so much negativity and different things that's going around. Just being like a big brother. I mean, kids need to be in a positive direction. They need to be able to sit and talk to somebody that will try to lead them in the right direction and not lead them down the wrong road. And that's what I'm trying to do, whether it's athletics or it's just over as far as it's getting what they need done in school. I mean, because education is very important. That can never be taken away from you. I'm proud to say that I did receive my degree at the University of Miami in business administration, and that was another thing that I had to work hard and make sure I got that. So it's about just trying to lead kids, young men and women, in the right direction.
Hey, now I appreciate everything that Charles has done. For me, he's actually mentored my old ass. So I appreciate you, my brother. I love you to death, man. And go enjoy the rest of your night, Charles. I'm gonna take some phone calls and hopefully we can get this legends talk with Charles Farms going within the next couple of weeks, man. And then also get your youth ministry, basically. What you were called to do is lead young men. And hopefully we can get that going as soon as possible as well.
No problem. Thank you very much. You called, and hey, I'm here. Like I said, no problem. Thank you for allowing me to be on and just talk. And it's real. It's very positive what you're doing, and of course you're going to be successful. And I wish you much success and much love, my brother. And God bless.
God bless you too, brother. I'll hit you up later.
All right, then. Take care.
All right. The legend Charles Farms, man. I really do appreciate Charles, man. Phone lines are open now. I'll put the number in the chat. Phone lines are open now. Let me get over here. Phone number's in the chat right now if anybody want to call in. 786 had a long day like me. He might not want to talk right now, man. I don't know. That's not. If you want to talk, I would definitely welcome him in a heartbeat. He ain't never got to ask to call in. Sure. Keys, Coach Coop knows my number. Me and Coach Coop good. Coach Coop knows my number. I called up Charles because Charles is Charles. Charles is Charles. You know what Charles Farms is? Been at track meet all day, and I've been at state finals all day since 5 o'clock this morning, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me see something. I did mention the $50 from Leon, Darth Vader. Let me see. Your little man kidneys ain't no 84. I mean, people can doubt. People can doubt Manny. And I mean, to be honest with you, they have every reason to. If you want to doubt him, you have all that reason because you haven't seen him as a head coach. So I mean, I'm not going to, force you to trust him as a head coach because he hasn't proven that yet. But I can attest. I can say myself that I trust him as a head coach and I trust him as a leader of men. I can say that myself. So it's he definitely has to earn the trust of a lot of people. There's no doubt about that. But I already respect and trust him. I already respect and trust him. You understand what I'm saying to you? So I drink that white, man. As y'all can see, man. I don't drink Hennessy. I drink Crown Apple, but I'm on that white, homie.
1, 4, 0, 7, 2, 5.
Opalaka 74. What's good with you?
What's happening, Zoe?
I
Man,
can't call it.
Congratulate you again, man. Congratulate you on your baby winning, man.
Man, she upstairs knocked out right now, man. Hey, when I tell,
I know you were happy, boy.
Boy,
I seen it all in your face.
You talking about? I cried like a baby, but to watch her run we knew they had one. I mean, we knew. First off, they was 16-1. I mean, 15-1 before going to the state finals. But they were in a different demeanor when they got there. And what I mean by it is usually they're like just serious. Like even last year when they was 6-10, they were just serious and all just so focused and tight. And when they got there, when they got off the bus, they took their bags and laid down and was laughing and joking and just playing around like kids. And I said, they gonna tear this shit up today. Because it was.
I just had to congratulate you on that, man. I was so happy. So I said, you know what? Since I donated $1, let me donate 10 to your daughter, man. To tell her, say, hey, here you go. Your little prize, but because I just love it because when my daughter won, when she broke out Rookie of the Year on the weightlifting team in high school, her first year she went to state, and then the second year she ended up getting she got second place, in weightlifting and stuff like that. And same year I was a weightlifting champion in my weight division, and me and her never spoke about that. So when she decided, we never even spoke about weight. She just knew her dad used to lift weight. She never knew I competed. And then when, when she won, it was just like, wow, because we never spoke about her, deciding to lift weight. And, man, I ain't going to lie to you. Like you said, boy, talking about a bucket of tears, man, I was so happy with joy, man. And so I know that feeling. But let's get to this Kane thing. Man, I seen that video, that quarterback, 220. Woo!
He talking about the one that I posted?
Yeah. Woo.
That was Darth Vader, man. Darth Vader.
Oh, Vader. Oh,
I mean, I posted it, but Vader the one who Vader the one who told me about it and sent me the video, and I posted it. And yeah, that kid is the truth.
The way he extended them plays, that boy kind of remind me of Steve Young. The way he was slinging that ball, the way he bought time, because, them receivers, they didn't get all the way open, but, yeah. The way that boy's moving that pocket, turn this way, turn that way, and he hit that corner. And you know what I'm saying? You don't see too many quarterbacks can throw good on the run. He threw on the run and didn't have to stop and plant his feet and throw, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You got to be happy.
I'm telling you, man, he told me about him. He made him seem like he was like some mythical creature. And I was like, man, this guy ain't that good, man. He can't be that damn good. And I'm sitting here watching the film, and I'm like, what the fuck? He's from Illinois.
I was in awe, man. I was like, wait a minute. Oh my God. I was like, what? What? Man, I was going to get at you last night, but by the time I seen the video, it was like late, man. I was like, oh my God. That's why I sent you the message, like, boy, I hope we don't lose that one up. But I think Diaz doing too good of a job, man, for us to lose. Because, like you said, Diaz is Miami. He is Miami. He understands Miami. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Mark Richt understood Miami at all. I don't be wanting to bring him up, but I don't think he understood Miami. I don't think he understood Florida, and I just don't understand, that Mark Richt just didn't understand that he didn't at all, man. It's like everything bothered him. And I heard some people come on there talking about they had like Perry committed a crime because he posted a video with him for some money to go grill. Look here, if you from Florida or you from the South, period, that's a fashion thing. It's always been like that. I had go with my mouth. I had them took out at my team refixed. But that was a fashion thing. It's called mouth jewelry. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You get the money, you want to flash the money, you know what I'm saying? You want to flash your money. What's wrong with that? I can see if he posted a pic, you know, a video of him robbing a bank or something. Then I can understand y'all nutting up. Just that little pettiness, man, just hurt the heck out of me. And then, you know, I read these stupid posts and then these people reply to me talking about he immature. How many people you know that's mature at the age of 18, 19? First of all, they said the average man don't mature until he hits by doggone 29, 30.
Exactly.
I don't get that stuff. That old, you talking about a kid. He's a kid. Just because he plays college football, he is a child. You know what I'm saying? He's a teen. He's not an adult. You're an adult when you hit 21. As long as you got that one in the front, I don't care you're 18 or 19, you consider a teen. And I don't get that nonsense. These people come on here talking about, oh, we've seen what he can do. Yeah, I've seen what he can do. He brought us back 20 down. We were 20 down against Florida State. He brought us back.
Yep. You know, and I'm sitting here listening to.
You know, one of my favorite throws though that he did was he didn't even get his shoulder square foot plant when he slung that ball to Harley down the line when they were playing up North Carolina. That throw there, boy, I was like, my gosh. And then when he threw that ball to Jeff Thomas against Florida State, right, come on, man.
I'm sitting here listening to this guy. I've never seen him in the chat before. Maybe I have, I don't know, but Jelly Johnson, whatever his name is.
Yeah, Jelly Johnson, that clown.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm not understanding. He's not gonna win. He's not gonna win a debate with. I'm not even gonna win a debate with 786. That's why you never see me debate with him. I'm just be honest with you. When you see me debate with him, when you see me debate with him about Miami, you've never seen me debate with him about Miami because I'm not gonna win that argument.
I didn't see it. That clown, he went ahead and it was on another little chat thing, and he came on there with that nonsense. I clowned him by his name.
Yeah, I'm not.
His name, just like that clown Carlos. That dude.
Well, I mean,
so many times. That dude, that Carlos is just a new Miami fan. He became a Miami fan a couple of years ago because I went ahead and tested his knowledge, and he did not have no knowledge at all.
I'm not.
You ask.
I don't listen. When you talk, and I'm listening to Jelly talk, right? I'm listening to him talk, and I keep saying this, and I'm gonna say it. Jelly don't know shit from jam. And what I mean by that is, what I mean by that is, he's never seen Jarren Williams play college football.
How many times we got to say that, man?
He's never seen Jarren.
They come on here talking about some, and I don't mean no disrespect, man, but
me neither.
But you a clown when you come up here talking about some. Jarren Williams is elite. Jarren Williams is better than Perry. Jarren Williams over the start top. Where's your evidence?
That's my
because
point.
You can say what? You can say high school. Well, you know what? You need to pull up Perry High School.
That's my point. I mean,
all of Dante Culpepper records.
I could see if he's watched them in head-to-head battles, and you've seen Jarren better than Perry, or you've seen it even close, and I could give you that. But when you have zero footage to prove your point, zero. I don't care if Perry went 0 for 10 and threw 20 interceptions. I still don't know if Perry went 0 for 10 and threw 20 interceptions, and Jarren Williams never played. I still don't know if Jarren better because he hasn't played. So the only way I'm gonna know is if he's better is if he plays.
They said, you know, farther scrambling, Jarren was not good at scrambling. He's a pocket passer.
And 786
does it all.
And 786 said they both look good.
Yeah.
There's no issue with that, bro. But you can't sit here and tell me that you say Jarren is better when you've never seen him play.
Man,
and that's my only thing.
I'm on here and I'm on the live chat with you, and I'm reading that nonsense. Talking about, Jarren gonna be the starting quarterback. Jarren is better than Perry. He's way better than we got what we can get out of Perry. No, we did that with Malik. We got what we can get out of Malik. But I did.
Can I say something? Time out.
Malik earned my respect because when he did that interview, he came out and said what he said.
He's been saying what I've been saying, Jelly, what you talking about? Can I say something? Jelly, what you talking about on all the chats is when Jaron Williams knocked out N'Kosi Perry in a drill. That's what you're talking about. That's what's in all the chats. So understand they're not talking about he beat him in passing drills. They're talking about he ran him over in a, I don't know if you remember what bull in the ring is or Oklahoma drills were, but I think Manny calls them, I forgot what he calls them.
Repeat that again.
They were doing something like Oklahoma drills. And
I played football. What drill you talking about?
It's called cane drill. It's like bull in the ring, baby. You remember Oklahoma?
Oh, you talking about the bullpen?
Yeah. You remember Oklahoma? You remember we did Oklahoma?
They make a circle, and you in the center, and they call out a number.
They call it the big cane drill. And he lined up.
Yeah.
He lined up.
We called the bullpen back in the day.
He lined up Perry and Williams, and Williams knocked his ass out. Williams 225. Perry won. Yeah.
And thicker than you.
Yeah, Perry won. He's 225. Williams 225 and Perry like 190.
190 or 180.
So that's what they're talking. That's what they were talking about in the message boards, Jelly. Understand. Listen to me, man. Understand what you're saying when you come to this chat. If they were both going for defensive end, if they were both going out for defensive end, then Jaron Williams would win that competition. They're not both going out for defensive end. They're both going out for quarterback.
Because Jaron like 2-something. Perry like about 190, 180 something, man. But I ain't gonna lie, Perry look like he done bulked up
a little bit, but he ain't no damn Jaron. Jaron big boy. From
what I see, but
there is a reason why they had.
Everybody know who got the strong arm, and everybody know.
How much did you weigh in high school when you was lifting?
Me?
Yeah.
When I played high school football.
No, when you was lifting. When you was lifting weights.
When I was lifting weights?
Yeah, how much did you weigh?
I was weighing my 165. I stand 5'5".
So you was
played safety. I played middle.
We ain't talking about football. We're not talking about football because we're talking about something totally different. All right. Okay. So you weigh 160. You weigh 150, 165, 5'5", 165, right? So what weight class was you considered in?
They had to put me in 170.
They put you in 170, but you had a weight class.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
In boxing, would Perry be in the same weight class as Jaron?
No.
In wrestling, would Perry be in the same weight class as Jaron?
No.
In MMA, would Perry be in the same weight class as Jaron?
No.
So in Kane's drills or whatever they call it, I'm about to get it right. They wouldn't be in the same weight class.
Nah, not really. But hey, when they put you,
it is football. It is football, but it's a reason. But it is football. Time out. It is football, bro. That's why they do measurables when you go to the combine. That's why they do measurables when you go to college, because it is football. So when you are a certain weight, they put you at a certain position. It is football. It is football. Just because someone knocks you out, that doesn't mean you tough. If you lose a fight, does that not mean you tough? Or does that just mean you lost a fight? If you run from a fight, that makes you not tough. If you lose a fight and you stood there and fight, you tough.
Oh, yeah. They say, you know what I'm saying? Because you earn more respect fighting back than you do not fighting back.
I get everybody's name. I pronounce everybody's name wrong, Mark. I do. I ain't gonna lie to you. It wasn't about toughness. He was
apologize about that over and over.
It wasn't about toughness, Keon.
Straight up, look. I might don't get your name right, man, but Noah try to pronounce it, he'll get your name wrong. But he do apologize for that. So anybody who sit up here on this chat crying about that, yo, man, go get your bacon and go sit down.
So what you telling me, Keon, is what you're telling me, Keon, is that Perry's not tough because he lost that drill, so he's not tough. That's what you're telling me. So since he lost that drill, he done moved to third or fourth string quarterback or something like that.
Did he see Perry scramble last year? Did you see him scramble?
Jaren beat him out last week, and he didn't know what he was talking about. Jaren beat him out in a drill last week that quarterbacks don't even do. Yeah, and Jaren is way better, and Jaren is way bigger than him.
But you know what, though? To be on some real, the bullpen, when I was playing was considered, you know what I'm saying, that was something they did.
I'm not disagreeing with Keon. I'm not disagreeing with Keon. Darth Vader. I'm not disagreeing with Keon. What I'm saying is, just because you lose doesn't mean you're not tough. I'm disagreeing with Jelly, whatever his name is. That's who I'm disagreeing. People don't, you know what? Whatever. I'm disagreeing with Jelly. I'm not disagreeing with Keon. That's all I'm saying. There's a reason for weight classes. It's a reason for weight classes. You can't tell me these boxers ain't tough, but they not jumping up 10 pounds in weight classes. And tell me they not tough.
Weight classes like MMA. You ain't finna pull Brock Lesnar, you know what I'm saying, where he's like a super heavyweight. You ain't finna put Brock Lesnar in the ring with no doggone Conor McGregor. Yeah,
exactly. And Conor McGregor a tough dude, but you not putting him in the ring with Brock.
Dude, but you ain't finna put him in that ring with no doggone
heavyweight.
You ain't finna do
that. Yeah, you ain't put him in there with no heavyweight. You're not doing it.
That's not happening, man.
You can
go back to football. That was the rip on Dion, because people, Dion wasn't really that, he wasn't really that strong. He was a great cover man, but he wasn't that strong, because I remember, saying a couple of times, running back that weight is something different, bro. Dion made, he was right there trying to stack him up, but he got drugged in the end zone a couple of times. You know what I'm saying, when it came to that DB. I remember one year when Dion was playing with Dallas, and guess what? The quarterback, I think his name was Cannell for the Giants. I think it was Cannell, something like that. And he trucked Dion. He trucked the dog mess out of Dion. You go on YouTube, pull that up, because it's a different weight class. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know why people gonna be blowing that thing up and stuff like that. If I'm 225,
it's only one person blowing it up.
I'm going to truck.
Hey, Opalaka, let me get Mark in. Mark trying to call. Hey, Mark, call right now. Let me get Mark in, because I done messed Mark's name up a couple times. People Mark ain't complaining about it. People in Mark one of the biggest Mark showed more love to this channel than most Hurricane fans. You, Mark, there's only a few.
Well, I'm gonna continue to watch, man. Go ahead. I'm out.
Appreciate it, Opalaka. Thank you, man.
All right, man. Much love.
Much love, bro. Go ahead, Mark. Come on in. Come on in, man. Come on in, Mark. Come on, Mark. Oh, no, I done hung the phone up. You calling in now. I done hung the phone up. You is not doing that. No, Mark. I done hung the phone up. You calling in now. I know Mark ain't going to just say, let me call in. I hang the phone up as soon as he say it. And then he telling me he don't want to call in. I say Mark. It's spelled Mark, M-A-R-K. That's what it's spelled. So that's what I'm. If I'm pronouncing M-A-R-K wrong, then I'm pronouncing it wrong. I don't know, but it's M-A-R-K is what I see. M-A-R-K. I don't say Mike. I say Mark. So I'm trying to figure out what we're talking about. It's not Mark, it's Mark. Okay. It's not M-A-R-K, it's M-A-R-K. Damn. Well, I might have accidentally called him Mike a couple times. I don't know. I'm drinking a little bit. It'll be all right. People get their name pronounced every day. It'll be all right. He tough, right? What's going on, Coach Coop? What's good with you?
What's going on, man? I figured while you're waiting on Mark to call in,
yeah, because he said I pronounced it.
Tell you, man.
I pronounced his name wrong. I probably did, but
if I know this isn't football related, I literally just want to throw something out there real quick. I wanted to congratulate your daughter on that ROTC state championship, man, because that's huge, and I know you're proud of her. My wife actually was in. My wife just came in the room and threw her fist up. She was in ROTC in high school, so that's huge. Yeah, man.
It was. You seen all the little girl come out of me. I was crying. It was amazing to watch those kids go out there and perform and hold it all into the end. And it wasn't a dry eye outside at McEntire Air Force Base today. And like I said, in South Carolina, the military is huge. And we have 3 bases in Columbia basically by itself, and Shaw, Fort Jackson, and McEntire. So you and the judges here are so strict, and you have to be perfect to win state in South Carolina. And they went 16-1 this year after going 6-10 last year. They went 16-1 this year.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, I really just wanted to congratulate her and congratulate you. Like I said, I know you're happy, man. I know that's not football related, but I watched my wife going through high school and stuff, training for that stuff, and it's brutal and it's tough.
And I watched a young girl.
Congratulations.
And I watched a young girl, and another thing happened today is a young girl from another team passed out again, and I went over there and I grabbed her, and it took me back to when my daughter passed out. And she was on a totally different team. I don't know her, didn't know her mother, and we ran and got water, and she's doing fine. Her mother texted me tonight, let me know she's doing fine. And that's what those kids give their blood, sweat, and tears in these competitions. And it's just, bro, I'm emotional anyway, so it is what it is. But
no, I told my wife I played football in high school a little bit. And I said I can't do that ROTC stuff. That's too tough for me.
Those kids and just to watch them out there, and they hold each other up. When I say they hold each other up, man, they lift each other up. They refuse to let each other fail. So that was huge for me. It was huge for them, but it was huge for me to watch. And I tell people, when you talk about leadership, those instructors, those instructors that's at Spring Valley, I've got Major Perry and I forgot the other guys. I don't know why I keep forgetting his name. But those 2 guys there, man, those guys, and I recorded them on YouTube and I got them on Facebook Live. Those guys are amazing. And it's 2 of them, and they get these 30 kids, 45 kids, I think it's 40 kids, 40, 45 kids to team up with each other and fight with each other. And it's only 2 coaches. And we look at football when you have 90 kids and 15 coaches, and you have 2 coaches and 45 kids, and it's tough. And those guys put in long hours, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I think the ROTC stuff in school just deserves more respect all around. But I'm gonna hop off here because I know that's not football related. I just wanted to get in there real quick before Mark called in, so I'll hop off here.
I don't think he's calling in. I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I'll give you a call later if you're up. If not, I'll give you a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be up.
All right.
All right, have a good one, man.
You too, bro. Appreciate it, man. My daughter means my girls mean the world to me. Any person out there that's not in their children's lives, whether it's voluntary or involuntary, go do that. Go do that. Because if I wasn't there, I probably would never get to relive that moment. And my youngest daughter was there. And to me, she won because she was at every ROTC meet last year. She was at a bunch of them this year, out there lifting up stuff and helping them out. And she's joining the same ROTC team next year. So she's been a part of that team for 2 years. Even though she don't get a ring, no matter what they needed, my youngest daughter was there to make sure they had. So, to me, both of them won today. We got a $20 donation from Van Jones. I appreciate that, Van. Hopefully, I pronounced your name right, because if I didn't, I'm going to get killed in the chat. If I pronounce your name wrong, they're going to kill me in the chat. So, hopefully, it's not Vaughn Jones. Hopefully, it's Van. Van or Vaughn. I don't want to get killed tonight. I'm not sleepy because of the liquor. I'm sleepy because I've been up since 4 o'clock this morning. I'm tired. Did y'all just hear that? Anybody stay in Miami that's looking to help coach youth football? Is there anybody in the chat that stays in Miami? I'm going to repeat this. Is there anybody in the chat that stays in Miami that's willing to help coach youth football? Now, you do understand that coaching youth football probably is volunteer. I coached for 4 years at Ridgeview High School, volunteered and get paid $1. But I watch a lot of those kids graduate, and I see a lot of those kids today that are successful. From 2006 to 2010, I coached at Ridgeview football for 4 years, and I've seen so many of those kids. They come knock on my door today. It's a blessing to be able to do that. It's definitely a tall glass, well deserved, man. Opalaka with another $5 donation. Opalaka done donated. Opalaka must have got paid today. Oh, yes. Opalaka done hit the bag. Opalaka done got the bag, man. You give them Gatorade? They ain't give us Gatorade. They gave us water out of a water hose. We got, hey, you better than me. You better than what we got, 786. You a good boss. You a good boss. You a good boss, 786. We had to get the, and they gave us the old water hose. You had to hold it, and you had to kind of squeeze it a little bit because the water would barely come out. Hey, hold on 1 second, brother. You had to hold it. You had to squeeze it a little bit because the water would barely come out. That's all I got paid. That's all I got paid for 4 years of coaching was, and the water tastes like rubber because the water hose all cracked up. That's what we got. So you giving them Gatorade. That's a raise. Yo, who we got on the line, my brother? Who we got on the line?
Hey, Alonzo. Hey, it's Mark.
What's going on, Mark? Now, Mark, they keep. I called you Mike tonight.
I'm just calling in because it's not Jelly, it's Jaleel. Jaleel.
Oh, okay. Well, hey.
Yeah.
Listen to me. Listen to me. That's your name. Your name is Jaleel.
Towards Perry. So I mean. Your
name is Jaleel, right?
Yeah, his name is Jaleel.
His name is Jaleel.
Like my name is Mark. It's not Mike. I mean, we understand if you got names wrong, but still.
Oh, his name is. I don't know. I could certain names. I probably pronounce your name wrong because I'm drinking. Because I always call you Mark. So you see, I got the tall glass tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I don't want to make my first call like that, but you know, it's all right.
I'm glad you finally called. I don't care if you want to make your first call. Like, I've been trying to get you to call in for the past year. Thank you. I'm just blessed to hear your voice because
today just try to, fix the pronunciation and
you're never gonna fix my pronunciation.
Go about my business. Huh?
You're never gonna fix my pronunciation. I'm gonna screw up everybody's name. I messed up. I messed up Nikoski Perry name for the whole first year. He was I call him Okoski, Nkoski, Chakowski. I messed it up for the first year. I had to go take speech therapy just to get his name right. So you never gonna fix me on getting that. I'm glad you called though, Mark. Seeing it being that you on the line, I'm not letting you hang up that quick because I'll be trying to get you to call in so much.
No. I'll call in more. But,
are we gonna do that YouTube channel for Michigan? I want you.
Right. Yeah, I'll do that. I just gotta get the right equipment there.
Just let me know what you need.
All I have is basically a cell phone and a tablet.
That I started with my tablet. That's all I had was my tablet. That's it. I started with my Samsung tablet for the first 4 years. All them videos for the first 4 years. was my Samsung tablet. Dead serious.
All right. I can work with that.
That's all. No microphone, no nothing. And you go look at how clear those videos are. This is my first year. Last year's my first year with a laptop.
Well, I told your fellow Hurricane fan there, Dennis Wilson, to help me out on my editing.
You will have people help you. You will have. I don't do no editing though. I don't know how to edit. And you see, I just upload and I just record a video and press upload. I'm telling you.
So let me let you go because my phone's about to die. So
okay, thank you, Mark. I appreciate it, Mark. No, Mike. All right, my brother. Thanks, man.
All right, later.
All right, I'm tipsy as hell. You right. I'm tipsy as hell, man. And it's just starting. I feel good, man. My baby, you can't make me mad tonight. Cause my baby did something I never did. One state. Never did that in no sport. And your goal in life, is supposed to be, your kids are supposed to be better than you. That's your goal in life. That should be your number one goal in life. It should be praise God. Your number two goal in life is your kids should be better than you. If your kids aren't if you don't want your kids to be better than you, then something's wrong. Crystal Head. You know I love that. I'm on the Crystal Head tonight. So I'm telling you, man, I'm ecstatic. Y'all remember when Michael Jordan won that championship when his father died and he was holding the basketball crying? Y'all remember that? That's how I felt today. Dead serious. Dead serious. Spring Valley. 3 claps. Clap, clap, clap. Huh. Damn right. Y'all go watch the film that I put on Facebook of her drill. When boy. You right. And I am not ashamed of being proud of my daughter. And I never brag on them. But I am proud of her. Darth Vader, this Zoe boy. They're great now. Demetrius, they're great now. Spring Valley football team almost won state 2 years ago. They almost won state I think they got like 6 or 7 state championships. They almost won state 2 years ago. Last year they had a down year. Oh no, I wasn't in the stands. I was with the ROTC team. I'm not the stands, Dad, man. I was with the team. I'm sitting there. You would have thought if I was with the team, you would have thought if I would have had uniforms on, you would have thought I was part of the team. Because I'm in the middle of the team. I'm there. whatever drill they running, the team that the members that aren't on that drill, I'm in there with them. I'm in the same huddle. Hey. I'm in the drill. They damn near got to kick me off the tarp. They damn near got to kick me out because I'm in the drill. I'm not in those stands. Yeah. I'm Coach Oliver. Never did military my whole life. I got my job like John Rick got his job. I don't know shit about drills. I don't know nothing about drills, but I got my difference is my team won state. I got my job like John Rick got his job. I don't know nothing. Never been in the military, never been on ROTC, none of that. Probably why they was 6-10 last year. I had to step back and evaluate myself. I had to demote myself a little bit. Then I used to hang at the jukebox in Harlem. AZ Rich, bro, AZ Rich and Alpo's like way older than me. I was like Rich Porter, little brother age when Rich died. I might have been 9 or 10 when Rich Porter died. Serious. I was like Rich Porter. When Rich Porter, little brother, got killed, I was probably Rich Porter, little brother age. We hung out on 155th and 8th Avenue at the Willie Burgers. I hung out a lot there. At the Rucker. You know what I'm saying? That's where I hung out a lot at. Or just in front of the building on 112th Lenox Avenue, right across from Forster Projects. Shooting dice. Playing skellies. If you from New York, you know about popping boxes, right? You asked me an AZ Alpo question. If you from New York, you ought to know about popping boxes. We popped a lot of boxes, man, playing skellies. Yo, who we got?
Yo, Zo, what's good, man? This is Jay, Jalil. I was in the chat earlier.
What's going on, Jalil? What's good with you?
Not much, man. Big dog, man. Oh yeah, congratulations to the show on that 7K, man. I've been with you for a long time on the show. Always much appreciated. But on the Perry thing, I'll be fighting right along with you for Perry, bro. I was telling a cat, you remember the other day, this had to be early this week on the live. It was a cat named Craig Jones in the chat.
Uh-huh.
I went under Craig Jones' chat and I was like, look, man, you can't go off Perry like that because of everything that happened. I had to tell him, look, Dan Enos is a proven QB guru. He kept telling me about, all the bullshit about the 50% and all that other bullshit. But I said, look, from what he did, it was still good.
The wholesome one,
just minor mechanics. That's probably
the wholesome one.
Perry got everything that you want.
The wholesome one put it in perfect. The wholesome one said one game Perry was 4 for like 18 with 12 drops.
Yes, exactly. I saw that game.
So that has a lot to do with completion percentage.
Exactly. And that's what I told him, bro. I've been defending Perry since last year. And you can listen. We that call in sometimes. I was even telling him, I said, look, bro, I like Perry because I like the way he handled himself in the interviews. He got all the intangibles of me to be a great quarterback. I've been saying that since day one, big dog.
I'm riding with Perry. Listen here. What's your name again, big homie? Listen, what's your name again?
Jalil, but you say Jay, bro. I tell everybody call me Jay.
All right, Jay, listen to me, big homie. Everybody's not like me. And what I mean by that is John Rick isn't me. John Rick just can't go from never doing something to winning a state championship. You know what I'm saying? He can't do it. Everybody can't be like me. I went from never knowing nothing about ROTC drill to my second year winning the state championship. Everybody not like me, man. You know what I'm saying? He can't be me. Well, my third year. My daughter's a junior, So, I mean, John Rick, I'm great. John Rick isn't great. You know what I'm saying? So maybe if they would have hired me, you know what I'm saying, we would have won a national championship in our third year. But he didn't want to hire me. He wanted to hire his damn son. So that's why he got a job no more. People need to leave Perry alone, man.
Of course. Number two.
People need to leave Perry alone, man. Leave Perry alone. Leave Jaron alone. I'm not bothering Tate no more. It's going to play itself out. Let it play itself out. You know what I'm saying? And may the best man win. And to be honest with you, I am rooting for Perry. But if King Neptune from Brooklyn, Mississippi was to come in tomorrow and win the job and win a national championship, I'm riding with King Neptune from Brooklyn, Mississippi. All right?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I was loving Perry, man. But you know what? I told Craig Jones again. I said, look, man, you can't gloss over the fact that the boy came in the biggest game of the year, the FSU game, and threw 4 touchdowns and brought back on the game. I mean, everybody like to say was bad. Like I said, the way he handled himself in the interviews, I love that, man. I do.
All people got to do is go listen to the interview with Malik Rozier. If that don't tell you enough, if that doesn't tell you enough, then fuck it. Listen, man. I kept telling everybody. Anybody can argue with me, and there are a few that I will not debate with too much, and 786 is one of them. I won't debate with. The wholesome one. I won't debate with. Me and Slim Shady came to debate on some things, but he tears my ass up in a lot. I'm just being honest with you, and that's why I choose my battle with Slim Shady Kane. Same thing with Darth Vader. I choose my battle with certain people. That's why I got all those guys on the team, because I don't know everything. Right. So none of us do. Exactly. So there are certain people I choose my battles with, and the one person I never battle with is 786, because I know I'll lose all of those. Just being honest with you, not kissing ass and none of that. Got nothing to do with none of that. The only thing I ever beat him on was Cameron Davis thing, and that's not even settled yet. You see what I'm saying? Cameron Davis is good too. But besides, I won't argue with him because he knows Miami football top to bottom. Mm-hmm. But I just challenge people to find too many times when I was wrong. When I said what I was saying about that coaching staff, when I was saying what I was saying about Mark Richt, when I was saying what I was saying about,
you've been saying that for about what? About 3
years.
When I first seen your channel, bro, that's when Miami was winning. I remember that shit. And I remember you saying, look, man, the offense is not good under Mark Richt. You said that in the midst of winning. And I remember, the comments, oh, man, you need to be more positive. But you already saw what was happening. And low-key, that was going on the whole time. I seen it too, but you was right there on the money. You was ahead of everybody, though.
And I didn't want him here. Go look at the video. Go look at the video. I told you I didn't want him here because I knew he was suck. And but at the end of the day, like I tell him, go find how many times I was wrong. So, and Malik Rozier basically in that interview he put out, he validated everything I said. That's what he did. He validated everything I said, everything I was saying. So whether people like me, dislike me, love me, hate me, whatever, one thing you can't say is I was wrong. It is what it is.
And I put this out the other day too, man. I told the brother, I said, look, man, as bad as people talk about Malik Rozier, I can honestly see and argue that with Enos and what they got now, I feel like he would fare way better than he ever did. I feel like he would have been he might have been good, bro.
All I do is tell. I ain't even got
the flashes,
Time. All I got to do is tell you. Let me take this next call. That's my boy Eugene. I appreciate you, my brother.
Yeah.
All I got to do is tell you to go look at the one game that he started against Duke. The one game that he started against Duke when Coley was calling plays. That one game, he looked better than he did in any game that he played with Mark Richt. Period, point blank. Why you hang up, Eugene? He looked better than any. He looked better than any. Period. So, what you hang up for, Eugene?
What's up, fam?
I'm trying to figure out why you hang up. He looked better.
No, I didn't know you were still alive or not. So that's why I know.
I'm still alive. He looked better than. He looked better than.
What's going on, you and family? How you doing?
This Eugene Hart. This Eugene Hart in the chat, man. This Eugene Hart, big time contributor to the channel, big time donor to the channel, big time sharer of videos. What's going on, my brother? And now he just pledged with the Patreon, and he's I forgot how to. I got to go look at the levels, but he's a max member. So. Appreciate that so much, Eugene, man. Appreciate all the love you can.
Man, and like I told you before, man, I'm gonna do my part. You know what I'm saying? But John, a little overtime, what I can do to keep this channel growing. You do great content. Listen, man, I just want to talk about the offensive line, man. Like, nobody ain't talking about the old line because we can have this high power, great offense. If the offensive line ain't doing what they need to do, that all the motions, wiggles, double slot, whatever you're gonna run ain't gonna work. So what's going on the offensive line? How they doing? Is they,
I got one. I got one for you. I got one for you. What's her name posted it? The wholesome one posted it the other day. And actually, Malik Rozier said it the other day when I kept telling y'all it's not the O-line. The O-line average now college football averages 2.4 seconds, 2.45 seconds of passing time to get rid of the football, right? That's what you're supposed to. That's anything after that, you basically going to take sacks, right? Oh, no, 2.55 is anything after that is when you have to get the football out by that time. You know what Miami averaged? You know what Miami offensive line averaged?
What average, man?
2.5. So that means quarterbacks held onto the ball too long. It meant slow developing plays. And when you don't run slant plays, just like they was talking about the other day, when you don't run any slant plays and all your plays are outside plays, it makes the offensive line look bad because they have nowhere. You know exactly where the ball going. They can't get open. Not just that. When you got 8 men in the box all the time, because you only running 4 or 5 plays, just like Malik said, 4 to 5 plays what they were running. And
I saw the interview. I listened to all the parts.
So
that's just discussed my heart when I heard that number.
But I have been saying it all. But I have been saying it all year. I have been saying it all year. I said it the first year he started, and everybody kept saying he's gonna open up the playbook against Georgia Tech. And after the Georgia Tech game, I said, "Well, damn, like he scaled back to me." He's been running that many plays all since he's been there. So when you got 8 men in the box and the defense know exactly what play you're gonna run, and Malik said that as well. How can the offensive line defend? You got 5 offensive linemen.
Exactly.
So I'm going to judge them on this year, not on any. I'm not judging any of that offense on anything that had anything to do with Mark and his son, and his other two sons.
Well, I got a chance to see some of the videos you posted. And I want to thank them guys like 786 getting the very great information. They got the best information, better than what we get down here in Miami and QAM 790 and wins. But I want to say, I trust Manny. I trust Dan Enos to get this right. He's going to put the best quarterbacks. Everybody, let's just chill out. We just started spring. Let the process play. Let these boys learn his offense, and I expect that we should compete. But fam, I ain't gonna hold you up on getting off. Keep doing what you're doing. Forget these haters, like big time plays and all that, man. Keep doing. I'm a Patreon member. I'm planning to move up through the Patreon to the highest one. I want to support this channel. It needs to be the best and appreciate the content that you bring to us. Because some days I'll be at work and I can't get nothing, and I can know if you have a first video. So another thing too, I'm proud of your daughter, man. I'm proud of you as a father. I'm that father that I'm the non-custodian. So I pay child support. But the biggest thing my daughter always tells me, it's not about me and my ex-wife got together. Being to graduate, being to her, she dance, she ballet. Be to her ballet, that means more to her than anything else. So I'm telling anyone in the chat, man, just be there, man. Just put that work in. Don't worry about what the grandma or ex to do. You didn't do your job as that non-custodian. You remember, you're always gonna be the back cut of dad. So anyway, fam, I'm gonna say good night to you. Keep with the good work for the station, man.
One love, my brother. Thank you, Jane. Thanks so much, bro.
All right, no problem. All right, no problem.
One more donation from Mark. Dennis Wilson. Did you hear my call? $5 donation. So damn, Mark donated $5 just to say, did you hear his call? Damn, Dennis, you must be pissing. What the heck happened? Let Garvin hit Taco. Hey, what the hell are you talking about? Oh, y'all boys is crazy, man. Y'all boys is crazy, man. Yeah, this is why I do this, man. I'm serious, man. Positive energy. I'm still going to keep it 100% real, man, but positive energy, man. You got to cut some people loose in order to move forward, and I had to cut what is it? What was the 2 I had to cut loose? What were the 2 boys? George and the coach of Florida. I had to cut them loose because, to be honest with you, the chat, just be honest with me. Would this chat had went this smooth with George in the chat? Just be honest with me. Matter of fact, Mark, you can be honest with me. Would this call had went this smooth with George in the chat? Would this video conversation that went this smooth? George was an irritant. And if he's watching now, you can complain about me all you want to. You can complain about me all you want to, George. And I don't care. You were an irritant. You need to grow up. You need to grow up. And if you grow up one day and decide you're gonna act like an adult for once, might let you back in the chat. But you and what's the other guy's name? What's the coach of Florida name? What's his name? I forgot his name. I forgot the damn boy's name. He called his name the coach of Florida, whatever. He was Florida's coach, whatever. I don't know what he used what's his name. But if people remember what really got George fired, got George Dan Mullen, him and Dan Mullen. What got George kicked off is when George said, "I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Kick me off." Click. And it went so much smoother tonight. Without having to fight him and Dan Mullen all night on every single damn issue. That was annoying. It was. So we actually had, this was probably the best chat I've had in a long time. This was fun. The day began great. The middle of the day ended the best I've had in the past 10 years to watch my baby win a state championship. And it has ended great to watch and listen to the best family that you can ask for, really, when it comes to a YouTube channel. So, and that's not the alcohol talking. So I can't blame it on the alcohol tonight. Man, I love you guys, man. Any parting shots? Anybody got anything to say? Any parting shots? Well, I'm going to end it. Let me see. Mr. Johnson, Army ROTC, cool, man. Congrats. So, is your daughter going to the service? She's probably going to the Air Force Academy in Colorado, Springs, Colorado. I'm going live tomorrow just because you told me to call you. Yeah, she's more than likely going to the Air Force Academy. I don't want her to go to the Citadel because they want to cut her hair off. Not cutting my daughter's hair to go to your school. Thank you for serving our country, my brother. Appreciate that. Sergeant Johnson. Yeah, I don't know what kind of old school rules they go by. But they want all the women to cut their hair bald. Serious? What the hell? Were you trying to defeminize them? You say I see Mr. Johnson, right? Because I still can't pronounce his first name. I'm not going to show that. I'm not going to show that, Mr. Doris. I'm not showing that, Saj. I'm not showing that. I'm hiding that. I'm not even going to disagree with you on that, Mr. Johnson. My nephew in the Air Force right now. He's in Las Vegas. I'm gonna end it on the same thing. This is not a prayer. This is something that I learned from a youth program that I've always carried, and I ended it on that last chat, and I'm gonna try to end it on this chat, and people can hang up while I'm saying it. It doesn't matter, but this is what I'm probably gonna try to start doing at the end of every chat, whether we win or lose a game or whether I have a good or bad day. I'm gonna try to end it with these words on every single chat because I learned it when I was 12 years old, and I still know it today. So, Manhattan. This shout out to Manhattan Valley Youth Program in Harlem, New York. Shout out to Manhattan Valley. Now, never, all the family must be together. Every brother and sister everywhere must feel the time that's in the air. Common blood flows through common veins, through common eyes. All see the same. Now, more than ever, all the family must stay together. Love you guys, man. Representing you every day. And we out.